Hey, what's up guys, Benny here, and last week I was out at the Call of Duty Championships in LA watching the best teams in the world try to win their share of the $1 million prize pot. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 biggest talking points from the weekend and the aftermath from the tournament results, as well as an insight to the future of esports. The biggest shock for me was Optic crashing out and only placing 7th, though that's still higher than any European team managed to place. But Optic were easily favourites going into the COD Championships as they'd won the last 3 major competitions. And I think the saddest thing about the whole thing that it's led to Nadeshot stepping down and taking a break from competitive Call of Duty, which is a real shame as he's done so much for the esports scene and it's one of the reasons it is where it is now. The next thing, which I've already slightly touched on, is how badly the European teams did in the competition, especially after I was hyping them up before the tournament. I genuinely thought TCM or Epsilon were going to do really well, but they just ended up crashing out in the group stage, which was absolutely gutting. But such an English thing to do, and now that's 2 years in a row we haven't placed in the top 8. Now, before we get on to the future of esports, I have to say how happy I am for Clayster, who not only won COD Champs with Denial, but also got the MVP award, which was an amazing turnaround after being dropped from Complexity, Optic Gaming, and Envy in just over a year. Now, more and more recently, esports is something that everyone has started to take notice of. Rather than a couple years ago when it was mentioned, everyone would just laugh and say, how can gaming be a sport? But honestly, over the past year alone, you can see how much it has transformed, with multi-million-pound tournaments, stadiums being filled with fans, and millions watching online. But the biggest question of all is, where will esports be this time next year? Let us know what you think in the comments below. As streaming platforms like Twitch grow more and more, and individuals like Nadeshot begin to surface and bring their own fan bases into the esports scene, I personally believe we're going to see esports become more mainstream, with more players and individuals actually creating a career from competing at Call of Duty and Halo events, rather than the unique cases like it is now. But one of the big debates is, will players be able to consistently place at the top? Because this year, Aches was the only player to place in the top 6 from last year's final. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Let us know in the comment section what you think about esports, and as well what you want to see us do in the future. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.